So we're going to be looking at these different types of order, practicalizing it. Now, the exit order has to do with the order using exiting the market, talking about your stop loss and your take profit. I explained stop loss and take profit when we're talking about the terminologies on the first class. Stop loss is used to minimize losses by exiting the trade if the price has started to move in an unprofitable direction. Take profits is used for taking the profit when the price has reached a certain targeted level. Like I said on the first day, these are features of the NT4 that enables you to exit the trade either at a limited loss or at a point of a targeted profit. For the pending order, which I mentioned earlier, there are four different types. There are four different ways you can do a pending order. You have the buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop. Buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop. These are different ways in which you can do a pending order. For the buy limit is you placing a pending buy order at a price that is below the market price. That is buy limit. Placing a pending buy order at a price that is below the current market price. I think it will do us well if I have to practicalize all of this. Now, this is a live chart. This is a live chart at the moment. This is a chart of GBP USD. Now, I'm going to practice each of these different types of orders so that you can see how it is being done. Now, if you looking at your screen, this particular line you have here is showing the current market price. You can see how it's fluctuating. It's showing the current price of the market at the moment. Now I want to take a buy trade on Euro USD. I want to do an instant execution. I will do that of a buy. I will do that of a sell. I want to take a buy trade on Euro USD. Okay, this is GBP USD, and I go to new order. I go to new order, click on new order. Now clicking on new order, this dialog box comes up. This dialog box comes up. Symbol simply shows the name of the currency pair I want to take a trade on, which is GBP USD. Volume here simply means your lot size. Remember, we talked about lot size on the first class. So I'll put in the lot size I want to use for this order, which is 0.01, which is the minimum lot size. You have your stop loss, you have your take profit. Under type, if I drop type down, we have market execution, which is the same thing as instant execution. Then we'll have the pending order. At the moment, I'm doing an instant execution, so I will leave it at market execution. Then you have sell by market, buy by market. Now I'll click on buy. I'll click on buy. But before I click on buy, I want to draw your attention to something. If you look down here, here you have the terminal I showed you on the first class. You can see here you have your balance. Balance is the money you have money you have in your account before you place a trade. Consider that all the values, balance, equity, free margin, they are all the same. Now, once I execute a trade, all these values will change. If you look here, you see profit 0.00. Simply means there is no running trade. All right, so once I click buy now, most of these values here will change. So I'm clicking buy. I've clicked buy on this chart and order has been executed. Look at the order down here, it's been executed. Buy, order type is buy. Lot size 0.01, which is the lot size. What is the symbol? GBP USD. At what price? It is showing me the price at which I entered the market on buy. All right. Now, if you look down here under profit, you can see that the price here is fluctuating. It's fluctuating, moving up and down. Now, one thing you should know about placing of orders is that whether you place the right order or the wrong order, whether the order execution you did is the right one or a wrong one, Once you click buy or sell, you're going to see a negative under your profit. Now, why will you see a negative? Because you have to pay your spread first. You have to pay your spread first. So after you must have paid off your spread, then if it happens that you place a right trade, you now start making profits. And mind you that the market moves up and down, it fluctuates. Sometimes you see profit, sometimes you see negative, it goes up, it goes down. That's how the market works. You can see how the price, the profits, the value under the profit is fluctuating up and down. Now, having clicked a buy order, if you look on the chart, you're going to see a tiny green dotted line. This tiny green dotted line is showing at the is simply signifying the point where the market was gonna click that buy order. When I click buy, the price where the market was gonna click buy, that is what it is. That is what that particular line there is showing me. And if you also look on your left hand side, you're going to see something written on your left hand side of that dotted line. You see buy 0.01, meaning that you bought at that region with a lot size of 0.01. I've simply did a buy order. Now, I've placed an order for buy. Now I want to do either my take profit or my stop loss. I may not have the luxury of time to sit and start watching this trade to progress. Now that I'm buying means I'm going long. It means I'm going long. That means from this dotted line, this green dotted line here, I'm expecting to make profit from this point upwards. Now you can see that the market price, which has showed us this gray line, which has showed us here, the hash line, which is the market price, it is above my green dotted line. That simply means I am making profit because I am buying. But if this hash line, this gray color line is below this dotted line and I am buying, if it goes below it, below the dotted line, and what my order is a buy, I'll be making losses because the market is going in the opposite direction from my order. I am buying means that, which means that I am buying means that I tend to, for the market price to go up from these points. If I am selling, that means my intent is for the market price to go down from these points. And the market price is this gray or ash color dotted ash color line that is going up and down. It is above my green dotted line and I am buying. Thus, I am making profit. But if it's below it, if it goes below this green dotted line and I am buying, I'll be making losses. I don't know if you get me. If you look down to where I have profit, you can see that I'm making a profit of about 50 cents because this gray dotted line is this gray line market price is above my green dotted line and I am buying. That is why I'm making profit. Assuming it has gone below this my green dotted line, what you have on that profit to be a negative, that means I am incurring a loss. So since I am buying, I make profit upwards from here. And I make losses downwards from here. Since I'm buying, I'm going long. That means I make profit upwards and I make losses downwards. That simply goes to say that my take profits, since I'm buying, my take profits will be above this green dotted line, whereas my stop loss will be below the green dotted line. Okay. But one good thing about making use of the laptop is this: whether you are aware of where your stop loss, where your take profit is going to be, the laptop gives you a level of flexibility, which is why I'll actually be encouraging you to make use of a laptop instead of your phone. Now I want to do my stop loss and take profit on this trade. Now let's say this trade begins to progress and I want to if this trade progresses, I might not be seated to watch as this trade progresses. And if it happens to be a losing trade, I want my losses to be limited to a certain price area. Now you bring your cursor to the green dotted line. The green dotted line, when your cursor shows an arrow beside it, that's a small black arrow pointing up and down, click on the dotted line and drag either up or down. Now I'm dragging down a red dotted line is just came out of it. If you look towards the left-hand side of that green of the red dotted line, you're going to see SL written on your left-hand side. Now, SL means stop loss. It means that I am doing stop loss. And that is not all. It is also showing me the amount of money that I will be losing if the market starts going negative against me. And what I'm seeing, okay, am I okay? I want my losses to be limited at this point, or let me say I want to take a loss of a maximum of $5. I can move my red line. You can see I have $5 already. I have $5 right on my right hand side of the on the left hand side of the red dotted line. You see 5.01 USD. That means at this point I'll be incurring a loss of $5. And at that $5, you can see 501 pips. 501 pips on the left-hand side of the red dotted line. That 501 pips, before the last digit, which is 1, put a decimal point there. This simply means 50.1 pips. So at 50.1 pips, using a loss size of 0.01, I am incurring a loss of $5. I will not want to risk more than $5 out of this trade. I had $508 before taking this trade. But if it happens to be a run trade, we don't want to risk more than $5. I drop this, I'll simply done my stop loss. Now to do my take profit, I may not be around to watch this trade, but the market is going up. I'll come to the dotted green line, click on it again, and drag up. If I drag up, you see on the left-hand side of the red dotted line, you can see TP written on it. TP means I am doing take profit. I was okay. Let's say I'm targeting a profit of, let's say, $8. $8. I want to make, if I make a profit of $8, even in my absence, let my trade be closed and let the profit be taken in for me. You can look at the left-hand side of the red dotted line above, you can see 8.02. That means at this particular price level, I am making a profit of $8. And this $8 is at 80.2 pips, at 80.2 pips, and I drop. What have I done? I have done my take profit. This is where I have my take profit. And this is where I have my stop loss. SL represents stop loss. And this is where I have my entry. That is my buy. My buy is here. We have the green dotted line. So this simply means that I bought from here. So the market moved from here to here. I'll be making a profit of, I think, $8.888. If the market moves from here to this point, I'll be incurring the loss of $5. And I was the one who set both my profit target and my loss margin to be at this price area. So even in my absence, or if I have to be on transit or travel to a community that has no network, once it has been said, it has been said. Once the market gets to that particular price area I chose as my stop loss, it will cut my trade at that limited loss, thereby safeguarding the rest of my account. If it goes in my direction in going long, and once it gets to where I have my take profit, it will take that particular profit for me, even in my absence. This is how you do your stop loss and your take profit. It is quite simple, right? You can see how the market is moving up and down under profit. You can see the profit margin increasing, going from negative to positive and all of that. That is how the forex market moves. Okay, now this is for, I just did an example for a buy. Now I'm going to do another for a sell, so you can see how this works. Now I'm going to pick a different currency pair. The first one I use GBP USD. Now, let me see if I can use Euro USD for this. Euro USD, see if I can use Euro USD for this. Okay, now this is a chart of Euro USD, and I want to practice a sell on this. Just like the previous one I did, I'll go to new order, click on new order. This dialog box comes up. The symbol shows me the name of the currency pair, volume shows me my lot size. I choose the same lot size, 0.01. And then I come to type, I still leave it at market execution because I'm doing an instant execution. Then I click on sell. Now, when I click on sell, I've executed a sell order. Now, if you look below here, you can see the second order I just executed right below the first one. Type of order sell, lot size 0.01, symbol, the sell order is on Euro USD. And this is the price, okay? Now, if you look on the chart again, you're going to see that I have a green dotted line. The green dotted line here signifying that I just placed an order for, I just placed a trade or an order for a sell. If you look at the left-hand side of the green dotted line, you're going to see sell written on it. You're going to see sell written on the left-hand side of it. All right, meaning I sold with 0.01. Now, I am selling simply means that I am going short. It means that from this dotted line, which is my entry, is the price line, which is this gray line. If the price line goes below this, I'll be making profit. All right. But if the price line, which is that fluctuating gray line, goes above, I am making losses because I am selling. Selling means I'm going short. So the market is shorting. All right. So to do my stop loss or my take profit when I am selling, I'll come to my dotted line again. All right. Once the dotted line, I can drag in any direction. If I drag up, it simply means when I drag up, a red line comes, you see SL written on it. Simply means that I'm doing stop loss. I'm doing stop loss. I can use the same stop loss, but it's okay. For this particular trade entry, I don't want to also risk more than $5 or so. Then I can set my stop loss at $5. I can see it's a 5.01 USD. I've done stop loss. Okay. Now talking about the profit target, I can say, okay, don't want to risk more than okay, profit target. Okay, let me target a profit. So let me use the same $8. Okay, here I have 8.02 USD at 80.2 pips. At this point, I'm making a profit of $8. So this is my point of entry. Here, this green dotted line here. Let me label this accordingly. This is where I have my SL. I am selling. So I make losses above when I'm selling, and I make profits downwards because I am selling. Selling means I'm going short. And this is where I sold from. At this point of where I have this green dotted line. And so for that point, from that area of that green dotted line, market price starts going down, which is currently below the green dotted line, I'll be making profit. Now, if I make profits up to where I have this red dotted line labeled TP, that means I made profit of about $8 at this point. Even in my absence, the profit will be taken and added to my initial balance. Then the market price goes up against me, I'll be incurring losses. But the good thing is that I've limited my loss to $5. So if I incur a loss of $5, the trade will be closed automatically, and my other balance, my money will be protected. I've only been able to lose just $5. This is me doing my stop loss and take profit for a sell order. Now you can take as multiple trades as you will want to take. You can accumulate as multiple trades as you want, depending on the kind of the amount of risk you are willing to take and the amount you have in your account. I have two trades already in progress. I have two trades running, a trade on Euro USD and a trade on GBP USD. This is the first trade here on GBP USD for a buy. This is the second trade on Euro USD for a sell. You have as many trades as you want, all lined up under your terminal. Okay, now let me go ahead and also do some practical of the pending order. But before I do that, let's look at the definition of these pending orders. Remember, I made mention that for the pending orders, we have 4 different types of pending orders. We have the buy limit, we have the buy stop, we have sell limit, and we have sell stop. All right. Now, for the buy limit is placing a pending buy order that is below the current market price. This training material will be sent to you. So I was even surprised you're asking me about it today. This was sent to you over a week ago. At this point, I was even expecting that you must have gone through it back to back before this class started. Buy limit is placing a pending buy order that is below current market price. Buy stop, placing a pending buy order that is above current market price. Sell limit, pending sell order above current market price. Sell stop, pending sell order below current market price. So I'm going to simply practicalize all of this. I've already sent you the theoretical material for it, and I'm also expecting that you should be going through it. All I can do is to explain and do practicals where needed. That was why the material was sent to you beforehand. Okay, now let me take another trade. This is a GBP, Euro GBP, that is Euro Great British Pound. Now I want to take, try to take a pending order on this. Euro GBP pending order. Now, if you look at this chart, this is the current market price. This is the current market price, fluctuating. I want to do a buy limit. And the buy limit is a pending buy order below current market price. I want to buy, but I don't want to start buying immediately from this current market price. I want to buy at a price that is below, the current market price. I want to buy, say, from this particular area. I don't want to buy at the point the arrow is pointing at. I don't want to buy at that point. I want to buy at a price that is below the current market price. I believe that the market might simply come down before it starts going up. So I don't want to buy from the current price, which is from here. I want to buy from a price that is below the current market price. So what will I do? I have to first choose the price I want to buy from. I go to where I have my new order. I already showed us where the new order is. So I go to where I have my new order. Click on new order. New order gives me a drop down, which shows me what to select from. The volume is my lot size. I still maintain my 0.01 lot size. Under market type, now I select pending order. Select pending order, it brings me a drop down again that gives me the second type. I click on this type. I select the type of pending order I want. I want to do a buy limit. So I click on buy limit. Buy limit is placing a pending buy order that is below current market price. Now I've selected a buy limit. Setting a buy limit, second thing is asking me below is at price. At what price? At what price do I want to do that buy limit order at? Now to select the price I want to do the order at. The current market price is here. I don't want to do it here. want to choose a price below, somewhere around this region. So I have to select the particular price I want to do my buy limit order at, and I put it into the space provided for it. So what do I do? I pick my crosshair to move around my chart. This is my crosshair. I showed us that on the first day. This is my crosshair. I pick the crosshair to select a price below. Okay, I might say this price below here is 131.931. 131 point. Look towards the left hand, towards the right hand side of the chart where I have the prices. I just picked a particular price area, 131.931. You can get a paper, you write it down when you're doing this, you can cram it. Then you come to where you have at price. I put down 131.931. 131.931. Then I click on place. I click on place. I click on place. The pending order has been executed. It has been executed. How do you know it's been placed? You can see here you have buy limit. You can see the green dotted line. But the market price is currently here. So before this order is still pending. Before this order will be live executed, this price has to come down to this place and pick up this order. You can come down to pick up this order, and you can come down to here, pick up this order and go up. All right, you can see you can also come down to this here, pick up my order and continue to go down. There is no rule of law that says that because of the fact that Mrs. Chidinma placed a pending order at this point, the market will come here and pick her order and go up. No, the market can come here, pick this order and still continue going down. All right. Now, because of that, because there's no law that said that because you place a pending order at that point, market has to respect that and pick the order and go in the direction you want it to go. No, it's not going, it doesn't work that way. So for that reason, you still have to do stop loss and take profit also on your pending order. You have to do stop loss and take profit on your pending order. One thing again that I noticed that this is a pending order is this. If you look, all the pending orders are above where you have your balance. But look at the pending order, it is below your balance. And if you look down, go follow it down to where you have profit. Under profit, there is nothing. There is nothing here under profit. Means that the trade has not started running. It is still pending. That is why it's called a pending order. So to do your stop loss and take profit. Now, when it comes to pending order, you don't do your stop loss and take profit the same way you do that of your instant execution. You don't click and drag. No, you don't do that. You don't click and drag. How do you do your pending order for your stop loss and take profit for your pending orders? You have to pick up the place you want that pending order to be. You want that stop loss or take profit to be. Now look at this. This is a buy limit. That means it is a buy. So you intend the market to go up from here. So your take profit to be above. And if it's going down from this point down, you are making losses. So your stop loss will be below this price, take profit to be above of it. Now, having that at the back of your mind, when my pending order is being taken up on buy, I may decide to use this particular price area here as my stop loss below. This is a 130.894. My SL, I can decide to use 30.894 for my SL. Then for my take profit, I can decide to use a price area above here. That's okay. My take profit, let it be somewhere around this region, 133.892. If you look at the right-hand side of your chart, you're going to see the price I just selected, 133.892. Then I'll come here, my TP, 133.892. as my TP. So I've selected, written down here the price I want my take profit to be at and the price I want my stop loss to be at, because I can't drag and move up and down just like my instant execution, but this is a pending order. If I drag and move, that means if I click on this dotted line to move it, what I'm moving is the pending order. You see, a green line is coming out of it. So what I'm doing, moving is the pending order that I'm moving, but I cannot move it that way to get stop loss and take profit. That is the reason why I have to select the price first. Now, once I've done that, to now add in the stop loss and take profit on my buy limit pending order, I'll come down to where I have the order, which is here. I'll come down to that point, then I will double click on it. When I click twice on it, this comes up. This dialog box comes up. All right. Now this dialog box comes up. You can see where I have my stop loss. Stop loss is right here. Take profit is here. So I put in the value for my stop loss. I'm putting the value for take profit. All right. Okay. So let me just go ahead and do that. So I want to modify, I'll go to modify first to modify my order. My network says to do. Okay, I'm trying to modify this order. My network seems to be very poor. All right, under stop loss, what do I have as value for stop loss here? Sorry, see we have the stop loss here. See where the take profit is. What do I have for stop loss? I have 130.894. I just typed that in. Then take profit, I have 133.892. 132.892. Haven't done that, then I click on modify. Click on modify. Once I click on modify, I've simply modified this order to add both my stop loss and my take profit. Now, if you look at the chart now, you're going to see the red dotted lines on the chart, signifying where I have my stop loss and my take profit. Now, at this point, I can now edit the stop loss and take profit to place it where I want it to be. I can now drag to modify. My stop loss is the one below. So I can click on it, I can drag it now to modify it. I don't want my stop loss to be, I don't want to have incur a loss of more than $5. I can now drag it to where I have $5. Look towards the left-hand side of the red dotted line. To where I have $5, I drag it to that point and I drop it. Then my take profit, I might say, okay, I'm looking for a profit of, let's say, $10. I bring my red dotted line to where I have $10. Now recall that for the instant execution, I modify my stop loss and take profit directly from my chart. But for pending order, I have to go back to modify and do that. So I've just done my stop loss and take profit. Take profit is right here. Stop loss is here. And here I have buy limits. Buy limit. The order is still pending. It has not been executed yet. Before this order is executed, this market price is here. Market price has to come down here before it can execute my order. If the market price did not come down, if it goes up from here and did not come to my pending order, I can simply cancel the order. People rarely use pending orders. You only use pending order whenever you're expecting a particular market movement, a market price will come to a particular price area, and you might not be available to sit down when this will happen. So you put the pending order. All right. It's just like you're going to bed at night and you set your alarm to wake you up at 5 a.m. So you set that alarm, it wasn't 5 a.m. there, but once it's 5 a.m., that alarm will ring and wake you up. The same thing happens here. The price was not at that particular area where I place this buy limit order. So the price gets to that place, it pick up my order on buy and I'll flow with it. So if the market do not come to my pending order, you have to go back and delete it. You don't leave it there. Because if you leave it there, market might decide to come back to that particular price area in a day time, 2 days, 1 week, 1 month time. But the first market goes up and comes down. At that point, you might have forgotten. So pending order is something that you have to monitor. The market do not pick it, go and delete it. How do you delete it? If you come below profit, you have this XXXX below. We are highlighted. Okay. So the pending order is the order that is below that doesn't have anything on the last one. So I come to the X. If I click on the X, I have closed that order or deleted the order. So having clicked on the X now, my chart will wipe off. The order has closed. I've closed it or deleted the pending order. That was for buy limit. Now, buy limit is, remember I said placing a buy order below current market price. Now, let me do the buy stop. Buy stop is placing a pending buy order above current market price. Buy limit was below. Buy stop is going to be above here. I go to new order. If I come to new order, I choose my lot size 0.01. I come to type, I select pending order. When I come to this type, what type of pending order do I want? I want to do a buy stop. I select buy stop. At what price do I want my buy stop order to be at? It has to be above current market price. I will say, okay, I want my buy stop order to be, let's say, somewhere around here, 133.615. So I have my buy stop at 133.615. I'll come here at price. I'll type in 133.615. Then I click on place. Having click on place, the order is placed there, buy stop. You see it here, buy stop. The green dotted line above simply means I placed a buy stop order. Now, the same way I did a stop loss for the other one, I can see the same stop loss and take profit for this one. My stop loss, of course, because I'm buying, will have to be below. My take profit will be above. So where do I want my stop loss or take profit to be? I can simply choose any price, any area at random, then I will adjust afterwards. My stop loss, I don't choose here 131.796. 131.796. Then the take profit, let's do 134.557. Take profit. So now I have to go modify. To modify, I'll come to where I have the pending order, which is right below here. Come right below, you have the pending order, and I double click on it. Double click on it, this comes up. See, we have the stop loss and take profit. Stop loss here, take profit here. I put in the values for stop loss and the values for take profit. Take profit, I have 131.796. Stop loss, I have 134.557. Then I click on modify. Click modify, the pending and stop loss has been added. Then I can now adjust it. My stop loss, I'm still going to use the same $5 I'm using for stop loss. If my order is taken, I don't want my loss to be more than $5. Let my loss be limited to $5. I look for $25 and I put and I leave my stop loss at $5. My take profit, okay, I might say I'm looking to make a profit of, let's say, $8. Come to $8 and I do this. With this, I place the pending order. Buy stop. Buy stop is placing a pending buy order above current market price, which I've just done. Buy stop. SL stop loss below. Stop loss below, take profit above, take profit above. Okay, if you look below here, the order is no reading. Right, so if the market afterwards did not come down to take the order, I can close it up. I can close it up and delete it if I want to. Now this is buy stop and buy limit are done. Now let me do that of sell stop and sell limit. We just do that of sell stop and sell limit. Let me see if I can get a perfect currency pair to do that with. Okay. This is a currency, this is a pair, currency pair. This is GBP CHF. GBP CHF. I want to do sell limit and sell stop. I click on new order again. New order. Symbol shows no the currency pair. Volume. I maintain my initial loss size to 0.01 for the practical purpose. Come to type, I pick pending order. Under the next type, I select sell limit. Sell limit means placing a sell order above. I want to sell. Market price is here. This is for me to sell from here directly and come down. I want to sell at a price that is above this current market price. So I decide to sell at any price above here. Above here. Because I believe that the market might go up first before coming down. This is sell limit. So I select sell limit. At what price? Okay, I pick my crosshair to move. I might say, okay, I want to sell from this price. This is a 1.23741. I come here, I put in 1.23741, and I click on place. I've executed a pending order, a sell limit, a sell pending order that is above current market price, sell limit. Then I can do my stop loss and take profit. I can use any price for stop loss, any price I want for take profit, and I can simply adjust. How do I go about that? First, I come and double click on the order below. I've showed us how to do that. Now I already have two pending orders below. The first one is buy stop, which I have here. Then I have another one below is sell limit. I have the second one below it, sell limit, which is this one I just placed now. So I have to click on this one, which is 0GBP CHF. GBP CHF, let me highlight it. GBP CHF, this is the name of the currency pair, GBP CHF being highlighted. I double click on it, it brings up this modified box. Now for the stop loss and take profits, stop loss is here, take profit is here. I'll pick the prices. If I'm selling, remember I am making profit downwards. I make losses upwards. So my stop loss is going to be above. I might just pick this price above here for my stop loss. This is a 1.24178. I come to stop loss 1.24178. Take profit. I come to a price below. I might say somewhere around here. This is a 1.23058. Come here and put in 1.23058 and I click on modify. Having clicked on modify, I have simply placed a pending order for sell limit. Now I can adjust my stop loss and take profit like I've been doing before. I click on the red line above, stop loss. Let me see, I can still decide to maintain the same $5 for stop loss. Let's see, this is around $5 around here. Good, $5 for stop loss. Take profit on myself. Let me look at the profit of $10. I move to that to get to where I have $10, which is this, and I leave it here. So I've done a sell limit order, a pending sell order at this price. My stop loss is right above here. My take profit is right below here. So look at this, the market price, the market current price is somewhere around here. So for this trade to be executed, price has to come back up to here and pick this order. All right, there's no law that says that once market comes to this price and said it will start going down. If I get to this price and start going up, that is why I have my stop loss above here. But once it starts going to this price, pick it, execute the order and start going up, I'm making losses. So that is why I have my stop loss above. If I'm making losses, once you get to this, my stop loss is to close that trade and give me that limited loss that I have chosen at $5. But if it comes to this price, somewhere around here, and it starts going down and I start making profits, it comes down to this particular profit area I chose here from $10 to take in on that profit. That is it. Now the last one is the sell stop. This is sell stop. Sell stop is simply me placing a pending sell order that is below current market price. So I can simply drag this, because I can simply place a new sell order. Let me close this one, this first one, this one here. This is the order here. You place mark X below. So I can simply close it by clicking on the X. By clicking on the S, I've deleted this particular sell limit order. I deleted it. I want to place a new order for sell stop. A new order for sell stop. A pending sell order that is below current market price. Click on new order. Select pending order. Then I select sell stop. Sell stop. At what price do I want my sell stop order to be taken out? What price do I want to take it out? Okay, take me in on this price here. This is 1.22897. Come here and type here 1.22897. And I click on place. To do my stop loss and take profit, I simply come down to where I have the order below, got it here, sell stop, and GPCHF. I double click on it. Double clicking on it, it brings up the modified dialog box. Stop loss here, take profit here. Because I am selling, my stop loss has to be somewhere above here. Take profit has to be somewhere below because I am making profit downward. I'm selling means I intend to go short from here. That being said, select my price and I want my stop loss to be at, let's say 1.24130. 1.24130. Now take profit, I have 1.22515. 1.22515. And I click on modify. Remember, I can adjust this price anytime when I want. I can adjust this price afterwards. So my stop loss, I'm still maintaining the same $5 I've been using for stop loss. So $5 stop loss should be somewhere around here. Good. Then take profit, I can do as high as $10, which should be somewhere around here. No, this is $10. Stop loss, take profit. Then remember, these are pending orders. The order have not been executed yet. For this sell stop, the order is executed once this price comes here. Execute this order for me on sell. All right, so this is the different types of pending orders. We have different types of entry orders, instant execution and pending order. I've done instant execution on buy and sell, and I also showed how to do stop loss and take profit on it. And I've done a pending order of buy limits, buy stop, sell limit, and sell stop. Now I've told us that if you can prepare to close your trade, you can do that by simply clicking on the X sign that is under profits, which is here. So to close the pending orders, I have to click on this sell stop. I've closed the pending order. This buy stop here, I've closed it. Now I have two running orders. I have two running trades that are two trades are already running. I have a buy on GBP USD and I have a sell on Euro USD. Now these two trades are on negative. GBP USD is of negative of $1.81. Euro USD is of negative of 27 cents, right? I may not have to allow the market to hit my stop loss or take profit. If I don't want to remain on this trade, I can close this trade myself and take the losses. I can close this trade myself and take the losses. How do I do that? If I click on this X sign here, I'm closing this trade. Either take my profit or my loss. I close the first one, it's closed. I close the second one, is closed. So I've incurred those losses. I've closed this all the open trades I have. I have no trades open. I'm done trading for the day. So this is how you do your order execution. Talking about the different types of order, stop loss, buy order, sell order. Talking about the pending orders, you have the buy limits, buy stop, sell limits, sell stop. And for the exit order, talking about the take profit and the stop loss. All right. So this is it about types of order. Now, I'm going to unmute your audio now so that I can get feedback from you and probably get some questions from you. So unmute your audio from your end so that you can ask questions. We'll progress afterwards.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? What would be the disadvantage if you leave your pending order?
Okay, good. The disadvantage if you leave your pending order is this. If you leave it without closing it, maybe you forgot. The market might come back after going up and might come back to that price next week, next month, or a couple of days, and to still execute that order without you knowing. You might just stumble into your chart one day and notice that you have an order running, and you can't even remember when you took that order, not knowing that it was a pending order you took some time ago that you did not check on to close. And if that trade happens to be on a losing trade, you are losing money. All right, you make it negative for a trade that you didn't actually plan taking. That's the reason why you have to always be checking on your pending order. Market don't take it, you close it off.
Okay, thank you so much. In respect of buy limit, what's the other one?
Buy stop.
Buy stop. Sell limit, sell stop. You have to do me.
Sorry, come again. I can't hear you clearly. Sorry, your network seems to be kind of poor. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Network is poor. Please, can you come again with that question, please?
Clearly, can you?
Come again with that question.
Hello. Aspect of you have to carry out the two instructions at once, isn't it? You have to place for the one of sell and the one of buy. Can you do them?
Yes, you can do
at the same time.
You can do them at the same time, but that is penny wise, pounds foolish. You can do them because the market might go ahead and execute the two of them.
Okay.
You are making profit on the other hand, you are losing it on the other hand. So it's better you
Okay,
do
that means
one.
you have to monitor it. Okay, one
Yeah,
after the other.
just do one. Yes.
Okay,
All right.
that's my question.
Okay. All right. Now, what we just did here now is just a random buying and selling. You know, in forex
Okay,
trading, you don't just buy and sell randomly. No, you're not
okay,
gambling. The market, you
okay,
have to do an in-depth analysis before you can
okay.
either buy and sell.
Or sell.
Yes, what we just did was was a random buying and selling, this thing that we just did. Before you can buy and sell, you have to do an analysis. You have to analyze the market before you can
Yes,
buy
the
and sell.
benefit
All
and
right.
the loss.
Yes,
Okay,
something has to prompt you to either buy or sell. You don't just buy and sell like that. That brings
okay,
us to market analysis. That brings us to market analysis. Market analysis is the study of the different phases of the market that can affect your trade. Different phases of the market that can affect your trade. And this is of three phases. We have the technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and the sentimental analysis. Technical analysis, fundamental, and sentimental. Now, these three different types of analysis has to be incorporated. You have to incorporate these three analyses on your trade. You cannot do technical and fundamental and forget sentimental. No, you have to incorporate three of them before you can decide to take a trade. Now, you're talking about your technical analysis. This has to do with the study of your MT4. The MT4 you have either on your phone or your laptop have a lot of tools embedded in it. Now, the study of that MT4, how to navigate it, how to make use of those tools embedded in it to perform a trade, that is your technical analysis. And this is a very broad topic. It is a very broad topic, all right? That is your technical analysis, being able to navigate around your MT4, being able to read your chart, read the candlestick. That is your technical analysis. Talking about the fundamental. Now, when you are trading with currencies. All right. Now, currencies are like ambassadors of their country. Whatever is happening to any country reflects on the currency of that particular country. Fundamental analysis is the study of the human and non-technical aspects of trading. The human aspect of trading, which has the potential of affecting the market. For instance, if a country is having civil unrest or military unrest or economic breakdown, just like what is happening to Ukraine right now, it is affecting their economy, it is affecting their currency. That is fundamental analysis. As a forex trader, you have to be in touch with economic events, economic activities, economic news, so that you know what is happening to a particular currency or a particular country at any point in time. And for you to do that, you don't have to have your eyes glued on CNN or BBC. You won't find anything there. They have specific websites where you can actually spot out economic data that has to do with the financial market. And one of these user-friendly websites for this purpose is forexfactory.com. If you go to your browser, and you type www.forexfactory.com, forexfactory.com, it gives you have this. Now, Forex Factory is one of the user-friendly websites that gives you information on economic data. All right. Now, once you log into this website, forexfactory.com, what you do is not to about this website. The first thing you do is this. The first thing you do, you have to check your time. Check the time on the website. The time is here. to see if the time corresponds to local time. Of course, if you are logged to this website for the first time on any device, your time will never correlate to the time of the website. So check the time first. If your time do not correlate, what you will do is to click on the time. Once you click on the time, you have to go and change the time zone. Nigeria, we are using GMT+1, that is West Central Africa. West Central Africa, this is the time zone for Nigeria. If you are in any country, you have to select the time zone for that particular country where you are. But for Nigeria, this is the one we are using. For Nigeria, we are using West Central Africa. That is the time zone we are using. Once you select that particular time zone, you click on Save Settings. Once you click on Save Settings, you will see this. Your synchronized time is now. This is the current time now in Nigeria. So if the time synchronizes with your local time, the next thing you do is to click on Calendar. You click on Calendar. Now, when you click on Calendar, it gives you a drop down of all the economic news activity for that particular week. All the economic news activity for that particular week. Today is Wednesday, 23rd March. I'm scrolling down to Wednesday, 23rd March. Today is Wednesday, 23rd March. Now, on today, which is Wednesday, 23rd March, you have currencies. These are the currencies today that have economic news data. These are the currencies today that have economic news data that has the potential of affecting your trade for today. And not just that, the time here is Nigerian time today. These are the times today when this news will be released to the public. Now, all these developed countries, they have economic information which they release to the public regularly about their economy, or about what is happening to the country, what is happening to the currency, talking about their employment rates, talking about their gross domestic product, talking about their interest rates. All of these things affect the financial markets, all right? Or whenever let's say for instance, the central bank governor, Nigeria CBN governor is making a press statement, for instance, it's supposed to affect the economy. That is, if our currencies are actually tradable, okay? But for these developed countries, this information have an effect on their economy. So they release this economic data regularly. All right. Now, if you also look beside the currency, you're going to see boxes of different colors. Now, wherever you see any currency you see with a yellow box, yellow box simply means low impact. It simply means low impact. It means that whatever information with respect to that particular currency at that particular time on that particular day is going to be of low impact to the market. So the market will not feel the impact of that information. That is it. The one with the brown box, simply means that whatever information, whatever economic data with respect to that currency on that particular day, at that particular time, is going to have a medium impact to the market. It's going to have a medium impact to the market. Now, our major interest, as a forex trader, is on the one with the red box. Red box means that whatever information with respect to that particular currency at that time on that exact day is going to have a high impact effect to the market. So for that reason, as a forex trader, what you are looking at is the currencies that has a high impact news, that has red box. How do you trade along with this? Once you spot that currency that has that red box, 30 minutes before the time, 30 minutes before the time for that news, stay away from that particular currency. Stay away from the particular currency. Then 1 hour, 1 hour after the news has taken place, you can come back and trade that particular currency. 30 minutes before the time for that news on that particular currency, stay away from anything that has to do with that currency. 1 hour after, you can now come back and trade that particular currency. For instance, today at about 1 p.m. today, that is about 45 minutes ago, for GBP, the Governor Bank of England was making a press statement. And this means that it's going to have a high impact effect on the market as of that time. USD also, at the same time, the Fed chair, Mr. Powell, is making a press statement in the United States. At the same time, GPP also released their annual budget. All this has a high impact news on the respective currencies. All of these things have took place at 1 p.m. today. So as a forex trader, if you notice this is the morning, I wake up in the morning, after my morning prayers, open my forex factory, I'll check today which currency has high impact news. I see that GBP and USD have high impact news around 1. That simply means that anything before 1 o'clock, I'm not trading anything that has to do with USD. I won't trade anything that has to do with USD. I won't trade GBP USD, Euro USD, USD card. Any currency paired with USD, I am not trading it. Any currency paired with USD, I am not trading it. That is simply what it means. I am not trading any currency that has anything to do with USD. 30 minutes before the time. Then 1 hour after the time, I can come back and trade that particular currency. Then GBP also, I will avoid GBP. GBP USD, I will avoid it. I will avoid this currency, all the currencies paired with GBP. I am going to avoid these currencies because when these news are being released to the public, the market is going to be propelled to either go long or go short. It will derail the normal movement of the market. It will derail the normal movement of the market. But the problem is that I don't know the direction it will propel the market to go. I don't know if it will propel the market to go long or to go short. So for that reason, I am safer for me to stay away from these currencies at that particular time. I can come back 1 hour afterwards to trade it because once the effect of the news dies off, the market tends to readjust itself to this normal position before the news came and derailed it. This is you doing your fundamental analysis. You don't spend time here. 1 minute is enough. Log into the forex factory, check the currency pairs that has red box, check the time, and you are done. This is you doing your fundamental analysis. Now, the next type of analysis we're going to be looking at is the sentimental analysis. Sentiment analysis simply means you are trying to gauge the market sentiment. You are trying to know the kind of traders that are dominating any market at any point in time. You want to know if I'm going to be buying, if I'm going to be selling. Let's say you want to take a trade. You want to take a trade on GBP USD. You want to take a trade on GBP USD. You want to know this GBP USD, you have two currencies paired together, GBP and USD, one on the left, one on the right hand side. You want to know, is GBP USD strong, or is GBP strong, or is USD strong? This one here is the base currency. You want to know if it's strong or if it is weak. We're trying to gauge the type of traders dominating the market. Are the buyers the ones dominating GBP/USD, or are the sellers the ones dominating GBP/USD? You want to gauge the market sentiment. That is your sentimental analysis. And for you to do that, if you are very conversant on reading your chart can provide you that information. But there are other indicative tools you can use in doing that. And those indicative tools are referred to as currency strength meters. Currency strength meters. Currency strength meters can be used to gauge the market sentiment. There are some strength meters that one can buy and install into your MT4, but there are websites also, some dedicated websites that provide you with this information. So the dedicated website that provides you with this information. Now, some of these websites include log into your browser and you type currency strength meter. You type currency strength meter. Currency strength meter. Type on currency strength meter on Google, you have this. You type on currency strength meter on Google, you have this particular one I highlighted, livechart.co.uk. You select it. Selecting it, it gives you this. Now here you have a drop down of, here you have the 8 most traded currency pairs. And their strength is like battery bars, all right? Now with this, you can see that JPY is the strongest currency currently, whereas Euro and GBP are weak. JPY is the strongest currency now, whereas Euro and GBP are weak. So with this, if I want to trade, I can decide to pair the strongest and the weakest currency. Having that at the back of my mind, what type of currency will I want to take a trade on? I want to take a trade on GBP JPY, GBP JPY, or I'll take a trade on Euro JPY. You can see that I'm pairing the weak and the strongest, the weakest and the strongest. Now, I will not take a trade on Euro JBP. I will not take a trade on AUD USD. I will not take a trade on, let's say, which one again? Let's say NZD card. Now, why won't I take a trade on these currency pairs? I can take a trade on this and this because one is very strong, one is weak. But I will not take a trade on GBP, Euro GBP, AUD, USD, NZD card. Why? Because looking at this, Euro and GBP have the same strength. So the market will be dragging each other. The market will probably be consolidating. It will probably be consolidating. I will not take a trade on AUD USD because they have the same strength. I will not. I will not take a trade on NZD card because their strengths are also very close. I'll take a trade on the one I have a higher advantage, which is where I have the stronger and the weaker one. This is what I just deduced from this particular website. I've done my sentimental analysis. But before I conclude on that, I used to compare my findings from that of another website, and I compare the two. What's that website? www.finviz.com. All right, please hold on. All right, sorry, the network went off. So the next website I compare with is finviz.com. All right, it's finviz.com. So when I click on finviz.com, when I log into finviz.com, I have this. So logging to finviz.com, it gives me this. Then I click on Forex. Forex is highlighted. Forex is highlighted. When I go to finviz.com, it gives me this. I click on Forex, it's highlighted. Then when I click on Forex, it gives me this. Then I scroll down. Now looking at this gives me the 8 most traded currency pairs with their strength, with their current strength in a descending order. Now with this, I still got the same thing I got from the other one. All right, because I come with the other one, JPY here is the strongest currency. GBP here is the weakest. Euro followed. So this gave me the same information I got from the other website. I can only take a trade on GBP JPY or Euro JPY. On GBP JPY or on Euro GBP JPY or Euro JPY. Now, you have to unmute your audio. I want to get feedback from you. Unmute your audio so that I can get feedback from you because I want to ask you some questions. Now, if you recall the first class, when I made mention of the base currency, when I said that when the base currency is strong, we consider buying. When the base currency is weak, we consider selling. Now, this is where I'm going to refer back to that. So unmute your audio. I'm trying to round up. Unmute your audio. Unmute your audio. Unmute your audio, please. Unmute your audio so that I can get feedback from you and round up. Okay. All right. Now, I have GBP USD here. Looking at the currency strength meters that I just have, GBP is very weak. Euro is very weak, but JPY is strong. Now for GBP JPY, am I going to be considering a buy or a sell? Sorry, come again. Hello, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
For GBP JPY, Am I going to consider a buy or a sell?
Should I wait for capture? Should I wait for capture?
Sorry? Hello, I'm asking you a question.
Is that what?
For GBP-JPY, am I to consider a buy or a sell?
Okay.
Answer me. Am I to consider a buy or a sell for GBP-JPY? Looking at the strength of the currencies, am I going to buy GBP-JPY or am I going to sell it?
Buy.
Why do you say buy?
Because if you buy at the minimum rate, you will sell higher.
Now we are talking about, remember the first class when we talked about the base and the quote currency. Looking at GBP-JPY, which one is the base currency? Which one is the quote currency?
The base.
Looking at GBP-JPY, which one is the base currency? Which one is the quote currency?
Sir?
I'm asking you a question.
You say which one is JPY?
Looking at these two currencies are just highlighted here, GBP-JPY. Which one is the base currency and which one is the quote currency?
Okay.
Which one is the base? Which one is the
Sir,
quote?
please.
Hello?
I can hear you.
I'm waiting for you to answer
I'm
me.
still considering. I didn't know the answer actually.
That means you've forgotten everything we talked about on Monday. I talked about the base currency, which is the currency on the left-hand side, is the base currency. This one on the right-hand side is the quote currency. The currency on the left-hand side, the guy on the left, is the basis for buying and selling. If the base currency is strong, you consider buying. If it is weak, you consider selling. If it is strong, you consider buying. If it is weak, you consider selling. Now, looking at the currency strength meter here, we have GBP here as being very weak. GBP here is very weak. It's very weak. We have JPY here, which happens to be the strongest currency. Now I'm asking you, between GBP and JPY, are you going to buy or are you going to sell? Please, I need the answer, please.
Please come again. Hello? Hello, sir.
Do you understand what I mean by base and quote currency?
Base and what?
I think I have to come bring your class to an end now because I'm noticing that you're not following and you're not concentrating. We'll call it a day here today and continue tomorrow. Have a nice day.
Okay.